Welcome to the Greyport, kids! And this was a problem.
Are you getting this, Silence?
Okay.
Say again, Lieutenant.
I got through. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach. A live one. And it's pissed.
We got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back out.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today.
Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn? If this is
And
really
they're
it,
skeptical
I gotta say, it's been an
about
honor
it.
to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Brace for contact!
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time. I'll keep going and find something interesting.
She's not too happy with Silence.
Operation Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
And now... gonna need that. There was even a corruptor in here. Let's go on a ride. Whee! And some data points. Don't leave home without them. Oh well. Let's go.
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Or was this place?
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded, and enjoy your gaming.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry.
And there's gonna be a bunch of Eclipse forces down there.
Getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm is getting better at predicting us. Less of us now. And we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... This isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had. In the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is... you. The Zero Dawn to turn this around. Whatever the hell that is.
Okay.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls. I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW. When you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, that everything will be the way it used to be.
Okay, 2 more data points somewhere.
Swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was pain. The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. They bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6. The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
They did not have a good time while battling those Pharaoh robots.
Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
And now... Okay.
The furnishings were metal. How'd they ever get comfortable? It was the metal world. Guess they were used to it.
Okay. There's one data point. Corporal's log. Corporal Sarai, A. Looking back, I thought 64 was shaping up to be a pretty good year. No more drinking and no more mercenary sec work, stripping offshore wind farms for the OEZ. Just me and a plasma cutter, 400 feet above sea level. Then I got the recall alert. Read them up on a turbine. In the smell of cooking ozone. They covered every angle. Better pay, amnesty for any Combine wars you'd fought in, guaranteed citizenship. We should have thought, okay, what's the catch? But what we did think was, I guess we're better than the bots after all. Big talk from Harris about pride and duty. Smart guy, he was right. I'd been proud to be a U.S. soldier. I'd jump at the chance to be one again, and look what I landed in. I'll be back. I'm back! There's another data point right there.
Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room.
Last night, Corporal Sarai B. Last night we got talking about D-Day 55. I was a kid then. Only a few years out of boot camp. General Assembly in a drone hangar summer. And the sky was bare. The heat was killer. They say U.S. human combat forces are being disbanded. All automated now. We're the cycle's last tech. Out like the old net. 1 million more on basic in a century recession. Could be you'll help build the robots that took your jobs, or if you know how to handle a power suit, you could find a place that still uses manual labor, maybe in the OEZ or China, where you're not our problem. Low suicide risk, it said in my discharge file. Okay. Where should I go? Let's Okay.
Red light. Guess that means no power. These wires must run to the power source.
Ah. Okay, there's one. Ooh. Okay. Ah. Okay.
A holographic interface. Must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Useful information.
Okay. Hey, up, down, left, right.
Three power lines, three sources. That makes one.
Okay. Okay, I'll check this one out. Up, up, down, down.
That's two. One more.
Okay.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Okay, I'll dig it. Sounds
Got
like
it. And now there's gonna be trouble on the horizon. And we got a problem. Ooh. Ta-da!
Transformers, no voices, no clips. Must be another way in. Another power cell. I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
This could be a problem.
It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers, just weapons.
This is it for you.
On the contrary, it'll be it for you. Yeah, you're up there, dude.
Bleed for the
Okay, let's...
Should have brought a cart.
I know. They definitely did a lot of tinkering in here. And we got some data points. Better get those before I... Okay... What do we have here?
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us. Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian Guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian Guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
She was getting impatient there. You can tell.
emails, you. Time goes fast in active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls. Fighting with these civilian enlistees. Scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs. I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployment's, getting real long. We have to put in for work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
They didn't have a chance there. And now... let's see what they have behind door number 1. On second thought, let's press the button.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
Okay. And now they're gotta find that data point. Here we go. USRC deployment records. Week 1 confidential. Operation Kickback. Reno, Nevadas. Civilian Guard and Armor battalions skirmished with Vanguard elements of the Pacific Northwest Swarm PN-12. Engagement began at 0600 and concluded with a withdrawal at 2100 the following day. Losses in excess of 40% reported. Operation Thick Skull, Shenandoah Valley's SA Tech, Virginia. 12th MRB, supported by Civilian Guard, fought a rear guard action against the Eastern Seaboard Swarm, ES-17. Engagement began at 0800 hours. At approximately 1400, 12th MRB reported the position was overrun and received authorization to detonate SA Tech facility, inflicting significant damage on ES-17. Surviving elements of 12th MRB withdrawn to Akron-Cleveland defensive line. Operation Body Blow, Akron, Ohio. 9th and 10th MRB, supported by sustained aerial strikes, assaulted the Horus-class Titan, resupplying the Eastern Seaboard Swarm ES-18. Engagement began at 0400 and concluded at 2200 with the elimination of the Titan. Note that this is 9th MRB's 3rd Titan kill with minimal losses. Brigade readiness status. 3rd MRB refused call orders from Operation Pinch Hit deployment along Pensacola-Tallahassee defense line. Court-martial proceedings underway. 7th MRB recalled from New York engagement zone to reinforce Wichita Theater. Ready. 9th MRB refitting at USRC facilities. Ready. 10th MRB transferred from the Kalmar. Data corrupted. Yeah. Now we gotta fight a Deathbringer in this level. And a bunch of Eclipse numbnuts. Okay. Okay, I need to drop off some... Oh! I can get more of these. I can get one of those. Gotta lighten the load before we do anything. And now let's go. And there's a Deathbringer right there.
The Eclipse. Tampering with the metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
And we got a problem here.
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Ah, Deathbringer. That thing can blow up anything. No! Doggone it. Let's try again, shall we? I've seen this part already.
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Could be a climber up there.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I'll be back.
I forgot to put them in the dryer. My bad. Oh, that's fine. Just find me some bottoms. Where this shirt was it? I was work. Well, I had to leave pretty early.
Don't want to be target practice with that thing. Well, alright, we got it. Okay, let's search the corpses. Nope. I got one skill point. Okay, let's see what we have here. Any data points? There's gotta be has to be a data point in there somewhere. There you are. Biosphere degradation. You know what? Report Biosphere degradation, August 2065, confidential. Chief findings. Despite increased tactical proficiency of elite and civilian guard units and many hard-won engagements in the Central European, Arctic, and quote-unquote Pacific Reach theaters, the Pharaoh Plague's rate of advance has not slowed, nor has its biomass consumption rate. Damage to the biosphere has already exceeded 2038 levels by every measure, and grows worse by the day. I'll be back. Damage to the biosphere has already exceeded 2038 levels by every measure and grows worse by the day. Extinction timeline projections remain unchanged, with OAC predicted for mid-November 2065, annihilation of exposed human populations in February 2066, extinction of macrobiotic land organisms by the end of March 2066, and extinction of marine life in early 2068. Continued secrecy re-Project Zero Dawn. The utter silence regarding its mechanisms of action and completion date make it impossible to predict Zero Dawn's impact or lack of impact on the extinction timeline. Atmospheric collapse. Atmospheric oxygen depletion and toxic emissions remain the greatest environmental threat to Operation Enduring Victory, as well as the wider civilization population and animal life. Operation Atmospheric Collapse, also known as OAC, is currently predicted for mid-November 2065, after which military personnel will require rebreathing apparatuses to operate in the open, and civilians will only be able to survive inside sealed structures. The requirements for air scrubbing and recycling in facilities is addressed in Addendum A linked to this report. Potable water shortages. Major water treatment facilities are already struggling to process water sources compromised by rainfall, heavily contaminated by toxins emitted by the consumption of the Eastern Hemisphere. Following the necessary shutdown of all nano-scrubbing functionality, wastewater recycling is already beyond capacity. Military response escalation. Addenda linked to this document cover the short-term effects of scorched earth engagements in defense of the western seaboard on the ongoing effects of the oceanic economic zones, use of nuclear weapons to delay the enemy's initial advance across the Pacific theater. Data corrupted. Whoa. There's a... right here.
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. It took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete. Good to go.
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if Wade had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes, I guess you'd call it.
To what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of... history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella. Add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgot, I set a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek.
At ease, General. And goodbye.
Hell of a thing.
And now let's see what we have here, kids.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off. Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
Up we go!
Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority. To another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride. I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
And now that's done and finished. We'll meet up with Jira again.
I hope the claim device is the mother of all...
How's your road treating you, Aloy?
Full of surprises, Jira. How about you?
When the Karja fort opened, I got word that my husband had come looking for me. But only the word made it to the fort. He didn't.
You have a husband?
Kendrick. Beat him in an arm wrestling match. I left him behind when I left the claim. Some metal sellers passed him at the bridge near the glare break. Seeing as you drift on the wind, little spark.
If I'm out that way, I'll look for him, but... do you want him to find you, Jira?
Ever have those mornings when you wake up without all the answers? Still, I'll be heading up to the fort to resupply. Luck on your travels.
Okay.
But I sure
Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alrighty then. We'll leave the card.
Here's the bridge Jira mentioned. No telling how many people pass this way. But this was a man with a cart, so...
Okay, let's back to the trail we go. Ah, crafting tools. Oh, we best find the tracks. And we'll, I see it, meet a bunch of tramplers.
End of the tracks. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Someone's possessions. Kendart's? There's goods scattered everywhere. And a little blood, too. Either he fell, or... There's enough blood to worry me.
Yeah? And now, back to the trail. You'll see a bunch of tramplers everywhere. I don't want to take that risk.
must have had time to bind his wound. This chest looks like it's a Vossron making. At least he's easy to follow. Just hope he's okay.
Okay. I gotta take out a bunch of tramplers first before I do anything.
This is where it ends. Got it!
Okay. Get everything before the Glint Hawks do.
I'd have to ditch something. This'll last. The barrel. The scent reminds me of... Did it roll downhill?
Found you!
Am I glad to see you, stranger?
Are you Kendert? I'm a friend of Jira's.
Huh? I'm a husband of Jira's.
She heard you'd gone missing. I tracked you. What happened?
I was coming to join her. A sandstorm blew in, I sought shelter. It didn't work out. And here I am getting read as a Karja priest, like goods scattered in a herd of tramplers. There's only so much you can do to make me look less of an idiot. But could you get back my scrapper sap?
That would be the stuff down there with the herd of tramplers?
I'm not proud, I'm just a brewer, and maybe 5 bottles of that is worth more than I am to Jira.
Well, I'll find your scrapper sap. Okay.
Felt the snow coming.
I'll find 3 more of them things. 3.
Hey, will you let me play your Conian and I'll get her up to level? As soon as I'm done with this mission, I'll... You can put it on Twitch too, and you can do commentary.
Let's go. Got it. Now let's get to back up there.
Huntress. Thank you. Oseram's finest, this stuff. Keeps you warm in a snowstorm, strips the grit out of a gear wheel.
Kendert, why did you set out so unprepared?
Hammer to steel of the matter is, I did it for love. When Jira said she wanted to leave the claim, I consulted with the Ilderman. I won't repeat what they said. You won't like it.
You've got me curious.
No. I've already dug myself a hole deep enough to swallow a thunderjaw. It was my mistake not going with her. I've had time enough to see that. Maybe it's not too late.
You'll find her stocking up at Day Tower. Good luck.
Alright. Okay. Okay, back. Let's go over to Day Tower. Okay. Ta-da.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
You wouldn't... Little Spark. Any sign of that man?
I found him, Jira. I think you two will have a lot to talk about.
I like a good story. And a good drink. It's why I'm good at what I do.
He's bringing you both. Kendert wants to be with you. He regrets that he took the word of the... Ilderman?
Women know their place in the claim, was their word. It's the Carja's son that bakes their brains and gives them such thoughts.
That's...
the tribe. You can't bear a grudge. It'd make you go mad. My silly man. Little Spark, how can I thank you? There'll always be a drink for you at Hunter's Gathering.
Yeah. And,
Been here 3 times this week. Still can't find what I want.
and now... let's go back to, right here. Song's Edge. That's a Manuk city or village. Doggone it. And we had a side quest here. And this one is...
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werek, from protection, from our songs.
My chieftain, COPPA, am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior.
Jennifer Hale, a voice acting legend. Her most recent work is best known for playing Femshep in the Mass Effect games.
But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength? Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
He didn't do anything. Excuse me?
You took Aratak's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. Even my chieftain accepts that it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light. And the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Werek supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werek had cause to quarrel, I was a solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now when Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werek's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
That is what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werek has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werek?
From warmth. March me up the slopes of the Cloud Shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Inatut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do?
Now the Banuk have
a
lingering grudge against the Karja due to the last Sun King coming here and there with his kestrels taking people for sacrifice. Until he was brought down by Avad after witnessing his own brother getting killed.
I bet those traitorous Oseram will just conveniently lose Derval and transport to Mainspring.
Huntress, what business do you have with us?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. It's not about their tribe. They don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
And a voice cameo by Kirk Thornton. Another voice acting legend.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
Okay.
This is it. Snow's been disturbed a lot. Blood on the snow. This is where Ruas fell. It does seem that only 2 people fought here. Not looking good for Inatut. That was used for the killing blow. Didn't try to hide the weapon. Question is Inatut the kind of fighter who hits from behind with a tree branch? Oh, here's something. Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. And someone pulled out the branch? No. From climbing it. They came through the trees. If you were waiting here, you'd have a good view of the Karja camp and the clearing.
Class firefighting robot toward campers in the park. Despite being programmed to reflect current weather conditions, Smokey snuffed Several campfires lit within designated fire rings while playing back the recorded message, intended for conditions of severe fire danger. On Friday, Smokey did not return to the robot storage shed at the time of park closure. Rangers located him near the north entrance, dumping ice into designated swimming areas of the hot spring. Resisting all attempts at containment, he acted aggressively toward the Rangers and was disabled with a hunting rifle by the site supervisor. A Faro technician will arrive on Monday to evaluate Smokey. Milton Daly, park ranger. Well, well, well. Well, back to the hunt. Oh. There you are.
Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be. Someone covered this over. Maybe trying to hide. Carja armor. This looks bad.
It doesn't matter. Deed is done. Another Carja dead. And a Bermuda's exile for it. A life for a Carja luck. That's war.
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
Oh boy.
Feel a fight coming on!
One of them has stalker mines.
Got you a present. Lead them white. Get somebody. I'm gonna.
Oh.
You're dead.
Come on.
Gonna get you.
Got ya. That's what you get for messing with me.
You've been killing Carja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you, not the ones who fought, not the ones whose songs are silenced. Like my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the gold claims first.
I need to go after Inatut. But I should find some more evidence first.
And I gotta loot some things. Okay. that. Okay. Alrighty then, let's see what we have here.
Trophies. Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas. So it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes? This Karja gear's not warm. But if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving.
Well, gotta keep going. Yeah, recharge.
Before I even breathe out.
Well, let's get going.
I can get out of this.
Scorchers. Don't mess with that thing right now. And you'll see a bunch of Glenhawks flying around.
Kind of place you'd take someone if you wanted to lose them forever. I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides?
Oh, Glen Hawks. Ah! I hate those things.
Here we go again. Okay, they're heading back.
Got ya.
Frozen solid. Mixed feelings about that.
Da, da, da. And we have a... We'll find our naked prison there.
In a tit! In a tit! Maybe he found shelter? I think we found shelter. Behind the rock.
And he's freezing his butt off.
The Nora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone chill got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead Tarsus close. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. Swear, thought I'd saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
Better hurry.
And
machines.
Scrappers. there are two. Sorry. Got it.
Now that was a fight.
Your trial's over. It was other Benuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was carjacked.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. It's not something I'm used to. Who knows what could happen?
I'll see you at town then. You had better make it. All right?
I give my pledge.
Whoa.
So by the new law, if Infinitet survives, he's forgiven. But I want to prove to his chieftain that he wasn't guilty in the first place. All the winters coming at once.
Don't want to waste any more of that. I'm gonna... Okay, back to the campfire we go. Okay.
The question isn't how the bandits were driven out. It's why we allowed bandits in the cut to begin with.
Init told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Initut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Warwick, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Wirak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their Karja victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less. Nora, friend.
I'll talk to him. But not for you.
Sure, the Oseram act tough. But send them to the cut, most of them...
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Warwick.
How are you feeling?
As if I've been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
Go where you feel where you belong.
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you. Whether you stay with this Werak or find another...
I'm better with decisions like, do I start with the left or the right?
There's more to you than your fists, Inatet. That's why I believed you.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said, a Banuk should not be treacherous when the ice is treacherous enough. I'll sit with my bruises for a time, then talk with her again. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Inatet.
Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. Huh. Nope. Take the fast reload. Yeah, that'll do whenever I'm going up against the machines and fire break. Ah, another weapon coil.